Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. A dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field without over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, it's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Chargers at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of
on Herbert, his 3rd interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On play action, Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On third down, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Chargers, nothing. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 70 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Again, Herbert. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Hopkins with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And they'll go again with Etienne. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, this defense for the Chargers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At the 31-yard line. They'll look to Etienne to start things out. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
He's taken down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second and 8. Etienne once more. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. A give running right, ETN. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On first down, right back to ETN. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Now Lawrence. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. From the 50, here's Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there was some one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They go play action with Lawrence. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. ETN up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown, Jaguars. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their face.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. They find Williams on the slant. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And that's off the left upright, but it carries right in. How about that? The kick is good. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He'll take this to the 46.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Etienne. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome. But completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
That's another Chargers first down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Williams brings it in. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The end result, 21 yards.
Chargers first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Mike Williams, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, It's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
This pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards brings up 4th down.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here is another interception. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
That'll put him right on the doorstep of a 200-yard game. He's at 199 as he picks up the first. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here, and we're watching it in front of us.
That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. On play action, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down, Jaguars.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run with Etienne. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
To kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Herbert. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. And they will take a knee here. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. 2nd and 11 now. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point try now for Patterson. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
77, Chargers 17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On the end around, here comes Williams. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 3rd and 2, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take over here up near the 40. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no